So we are asked to identify the center and the radius of the circle. So take note that the standard form of the equation of our circle is just given by x minus k, minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where h and k is our center. So center is given by h comma k, and then r is our radius. And if you're going to look at our first equation, it actually follows this format, right? It follows this format. So it's easier for us to identify our center and of course our radius. So let's try to do that. The center, again, is given by h comma k. So in this example, this is our x minus h. This is our y minus k, right? So all you have to do to find our center is just we are going to negate the sign. This is minus 1, so we will put 1, comma, this is positive 3, so we're gonna get negative 3, and we're done. This will be our center. And if we're going to plot this in our Cartesian plane, 1 comma negative 3, this is just 1 comma negative 3, it's here. Alright, so again, that would be our center of this circle. And then we're asked to find the radius. So again, our radius is just here. This is, by the way, r squared. So r squared equals 4. Radius, or r, is just 2. So what we are going to do now is solve for our r, or plot r in our Cartesian plane. So if r is 2, meaning to say from the center we have 2 units, so we're gonna move 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2 here, other 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And if we are going to create a circle, we'll try to sketch a rough circle. This should be like this, alright? Like that. So our sketch will be like this. This will be our sketch for this equation. Quantity of x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 4. Again, center is given by 1 and negative 3, and then radius is 2. What about the next one? Now, if you're going to look at this equation, it's a bit different from this one, right? Again, this equation is in standard form, and we said earlier that if the equation is in standard form, it is easier for us to find our center and the radius compared to this equation. So first thing that we should do when we have this kind of equation is to rewrite this one into its standard form. And how do we do that? We're going to use completing the square. So let's try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to group together like terms. So this will go to this, and then this will go to this, and the constant, I will move this to the other side of our equation. So I'm gonna have 4x squared plus 12x plus 4y squared minus 32y equals negative 69. And if you notice, we actually have a common factor, right? 4, 4, 4, 4. So to get rid of this redundant 4, 12, 4, 32, let's try to multiply everything by 1/4. This is just the same as if we are dividing everything by 4. So multiply by 1/4, multiplied by 1/4. This will give us x squared plus 3x plus y squared minus 8y equals negative 69 over 4. And then we are going to complete the square. How do we complete the square again? So to complete the square, we will find the coefficient of the second term divided by 2, and then we are going to square that result. So in this example, or in this part, let's focus here first. Our b is 3. So 3 divided by 2 squared. This gives us 9 over 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 9 over 4. This will become x squared plus 3x plus 9 over 4. Plus, what about this one? The second term, the coefficient is negative 8. So I have negative 8 over 2. And then square. Negative 8 over 2, that is negative 4. Squared, that is just 16. So I'm going to do add 16 here. So we have y squared minus 8y plus 16 equals negative 69 over 4. But again, remember, rule of equality. So rule of equality, whatever is done here at the other side of the equation will be done to the other side. Again, that is to ensure that to ensure balance. So we added plus 9 over 4 plus 16. If we're going to add this, perform the operation, this will just give us 1. Alright? And now, after completing the square, we actually form a perfect square trinomial. And remember, when you're talking about a perfect square trinomial, it can be expressed as a square of two binomials. So let's try to do that. How do we express this one, this perfect square trinomial, into a square of a binomial? First thing to do is we're going to write the variable x. And remember earlier we have this. What is b over 2? That is just 3 over 2, right? And that is positive. So what we're going to do is simply add plus 3 over 2 here, and then squared plus the same thing. The variable is y, and go back here. What is negative 8 over 2? That's negative 4. So we're gonna do negative 4 squared equals 1. And again, if we have now our standard form, it's easier for us to find our center. So center will be at negative 3 over 2, comma 4. And again, radius is 1. So let's try to plot this. What is negative 3 over 2? That is just negative 1.5. So we have negative 1.5. This is 1.5 and 4. This is our center. And the radius is 1. So basically, our circle will be like this. Okay, somewhere like here. So this is now done.